Hey, my beautiful friends, it's your friend Kevin. Let's get right to it. This is your card of the day. All right, if I haven't already said so, welcome everybody to this channel. New subscribers, existing friends, you're all welcome here. Your comments, your responses, I'm just so grateful for all of you. I love you. I'm grateful for you. It really helps to keep this going. All right, so we're using two decks. One, our card of the week, Kyle Gray, the Divine Masters Oracle, with illustrations by Jennifer Hawkyard. And our card of the week, which we pull on a Sunday, is Paul the Venetian, the gifted one. The one that reveals our hidden talents and tells us to step out into the spotlight and claim our power as spiritual beings on earth. We have our Archangel Power Tarot cards by Radley Valentine. This deck I chose because it brings confidence from the archangels to our day through the message. The four suits, Ariel, Raphael, Michael, and Gabriel. So let's get right to it. Gertrude and Beatrice are standing by with their words of wisdom. And my isms: I am receptive of all amazing gifts from source energy, and I am a world citizen, a universal creator. I come with powerful intent and purpose. This is our affirmations. This is what we should be doing. Now, today is the number 7 day in angel numerology. That means to be somewhat introspective, analytical in a way, wise. It's basically the angels nod to you that you're on the right path. You're doing what you're supposed to be doing. It's time to maybe do some more meditation and find that divine wisdom within you that helps you continue what you're doing. I think that's enough shuffling. The Empress. Oh, goodness gracious. I like the Empress. The Empress comes with the influence of Archangel Gabriel. So the Empress really, it's basically giving us permission to give birth to the desires that we have. You might be tempted to do something today. You may be tempted to act, take a chance, be a little more confident. Because the message here is time to act upon the plans, and creativity is being rewarded. You will be, or should be, in the mindset of, I don't like the way these cards shimmer too much on the light. There you go. You should be reminded of, there we go, that's better. Being in opulence, surrounding yourself with abundant resources. In other words, if you're like me and you find living in the physical realm where we have been taught that money is the way to power, or money, the more money you have, the better you are, that kind of thing, that mentality. And let's face it, there's a great deal of wastefulness, and there's a great deal of where the money, the energy of money, seems to be used in a way that hurts and harms. We've got a dichotomy happening where there are the haves and the have less. So this is about finding resources in your mind, in your heart, in your spirit, in your vibration that are limitless. For example, the air that you breathe is free. The sun, the rays and the energy from the sun is free. I mean, you know, source energy doesn't send us a monthly bill and tells us we need to pay back the money for all the oxygen we've taken in. Or the sun sends us a bill and says, listen, I have been giving you the energy to grow your crops and to heat your bodies and to light the planet. So here's the bill for that. Can you imagine? It just seems silly, but that's the energy that we put out when we talk about or think about being in lack or being in poverty or being not having enough. There's this idea that, you know, we should be abundantly wealthy. Well, we are. The challenge is, where is the wealth and where's the mental concept of wealth? Wealth is not so much in having the latest car or the grandest house or the best clothes. Wealth is in really how grateful are you for the abundant resources that you've got your hands upon. The love, oh my goodness gracious me. What I like about it is those who seemingly don't have a great deal of money have more love than those that have all kinds of money. I'm privileged to be in a business where I am in the presence of people that have all kinds of different incomes. And it's interesting to me that those that appear to be comfortable, wealthy, doing well, being where they really don't seriously have to worry about paying the light bill, are the ones that seem very unhappy, usually unhappy with what other people are doing or not doing and how they are being and not being. Then there are those who do whatever they can with whatever they've got, and they seem to be quite content with that, not having to chase another job or having to chase another dollar. So for today, the Empress comes to say, you are of great love. The Archangel Gabriel is always going to lead us where we need to be and show us what we need to know, because that's really what we're about to share with other people. There's work to do while we're here. There's things that we have to accomplish. And I think it's not a big, great deal to say, well, you know, I've got this, I've got that. I think we're being well compensated. An additional meaning for today is about moving forward with a prosperous mind and a grateful heart. Moving forward with the gift like growing plants, setting up gardens. If you're in the Northern Hemisphere, we're getting ready for spring. Even giving birth to new ideas, new business plans, a different way of doing something. A way to feel that abundance, to feel that financial freedom. What does that feel like? What does it sound like? How grateful are you for that help? And as we know that Gabriel is the angel who is in charge of the creative arts, as is Paul the Venetian. And they're encouraging us to work with that pink light, to work with these new ideas, even employ the energy of Archangel Uriel to help. Archangel Gabriel can help inspire our work and take it to brand new heights. He, she, they don't have gender, is a loving, helpful motivator. So if you find yourself procrastinating or getting to the end of a project, or perhaps you find it difficult and you're stumbling on the words to say to people, places, or even you're writing something, journaling, or getting your tagline out for your business, let yourself know that Gabriel is the great announcer. Call upon their energy for whatever project you want to give birth to. And I think that Paul the Venetian can also help with some of that. I'm going to ask Gertrude, or she. Okay, so I'm going to explain what I see. She has, she's got some kind of, you know how cheerleaders dress up with a tunic and pom-poms, and this is Gertrude this morning, and she's got these pom-poms and she's going like this, yes, yes. So I'm asking, what's this? She's cheering us on. She's like the cheerleader. But what she's saying, along with Beatrice, which is really interesting, is that the Empress, Archangel Gabriel, says, you've got to start dancing. You have to start dancing and being free, having that freedom and that expression to be who you are and do whatever you do creatively. What's happening is the culture and the okay, all right. She's talking a mile a minute. Beatrice, slow down a minute. I can't. What's happening in your culture is that you are trying to streamline everything into one stream, and now we're breaking free from all of that. You're in this wonderful moon of Pisces with brand new energy coming, and you should use that energy to just shake things up a bit. She's showing me like one of those kaleidoscope things where you shake it up, you look through this thing and you turn it and it makes all these different shapes. She says that sometimes when you're in this mode of being stuck, when you're in this mode of sort of tunneling your vision, saying, I have to do this by when, I have to do this by then, I have to do this by now, I have to da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. When we're stuck in that, she said, it's like a sewing machine that won't stop sewing and there's no thread coming through it. So in other words, wow, this is so amazing. In other words, she says, get creative, be creative, and give birth to your biggest, bodacious, most amazing ideas that you've got. She's saying that if you are a writer and you want to write things down, condense what you're saying and get right to the bottom line. She's telling me that people are speeding up in time. She's also saying that, whoa, hang on, girlfriend. So she's also said, this is where the cheerleader bit is coming in. She said you got to stir up the energy. You got to stir up the energy. You got to stir it up, stir it up, stir it up, stir it up. You got to dance. You got to. I'm doing this with my hands because that's as fast as they're jattering here to me. Use Metatron if you need to speed up the action. This is incredible. Okay. Well, okay. So I'm hearing that and I'm saying it, but it's also bringing me into a place of confusion. And she's like, the confusion is not for us to sort out. That's wild. There is no confusion. It is energy. And the energy is, you need to lift up. Lift up the energy to move it forward. That's why there's this idea that when we stop and think we're supposed to do A by C by D by E, and we're meant to follow this linear way of being because that's the human construct, this is what's holding us back. This is what's stalling the process. This is what's getting in the way. It's getting in the way because we are being told one thing and we're following these rules and these regulations. And, like if you're in digital media or you're creating content, you're all about these bloody keywords and analytics and shalangadanga-doo-doos. Well, that's just nuts. Really, truly. Because here's the other crazy part about that. You can follow these rules and you can change these rules, but then somebody else changes it again and somebody else changes it again. If I spent all day long worrying about that kind of stuff, I wouldn't get any of this out. Energy is energy and energy, and you have to lift it up. Here's the other thing I want to share with you. When you have a new bright idea and it comes to you, blurt it out. Oh my goodness, because right up behind it comes another bright idea. And right up behind that comes another bright idea. That's when you know you're in the groove of creativity. That's when you know that source energy is using you as a catalyst to get this information out. Whatever that information is and however that information is. And I'm just hoping I make sense with all of this. It is a question of you can look at a lazy river and how soft and gentle it goes, or you can look at the whitewater rapids. We're in the mode of getting ready to stick our dinghy in the water and ride the whitewater rapids. I think I've used this analogy before about get on the surfboard of your life and ride the wave. Let it bump, because you're always going to be okay. You'll always be right side up. Even when, I shouldn't be doing that. Even when it seems like you're right side down, you're right side up. There is no time to sit in the crevices of chaos and worry and procrastination. It's the Empress is saying, listen, we're giving birth to you. You need to go on. And Paul the Venetian saying, I'm giving you permission to find your gifts. You have to stir it up to get it moving forward. I think that makes sense. The 14th of March 2024. Not sure. It's a 7-day. You're on the right path. Follow your gut and go with it. I love you all so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Write comments. Let me know how this lands for you. And I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye for now. Hey everybody, we hope you've enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to like, subscribe and share it with all your friends. Here's a QR code if you decide you'd like to get a private personal reading with me. I'm available most evenings and on the weekends. Just go over to the website, book in what session, 30 minutes, 60 minutes, and then fill in the contact information and I'll be back in touch. And if you feel kind enough, here is a link to my donation button. Energy exchange of any amount is always gratefully received. Until next time, be well, be blessed, and thanks so much for watching. Bye.